Hi, my name is Timothy Dodsworth and I'm Director of Accreditation, Assessment and Feedback. I'm also the module convener for contract law in the first and second year. I'm here today to talk to you about feedback. And the first question we need to answer is, what is feedback? Feedback is generally known as information that is provided to help you improve. But there's a little more to that. If I provided you on feedback, say to help you improve on learning to drive a car, and actually I provide you with excellent feedback on your gardening skills, you're not going to improve on your driving skills. Which means that the feedback needs to be relevant to the overarching aim of what you're trying to achieve. This means, of course, that you will need to know some of the law and the legal rules around it, but that is incidental to the overarching aim. So, let me explain briefly why model answers will therefore not work for your feedback. There are three reasons why model answers won't be relevant to you. First, model answers are really useful when you're trying to learn a procedure or when you're trying to follow a checklist. You will have seen this, for example, with pilots, where they have to complete a checklist before liftoff. It's really good feedback to provide a model answer for them to follow, and they will learn that procedure. The difficulty is that's not really relevant to your law degree. Second, a model answer usually suggests that there's only one answer to the question. That's not really true for questions about the law. Imagine I ask you to draw a picture of the law school or the Amory building. Some of you may use a pencil, some of you may use a pen, some of you may use paint. Some of you may take a modernist approach, some of you may take a traditional approach. All of these are correct in the assessment that we've set, and all of these can be assessed in terms of craftsmanship and so on and so forth. The same would apply to your law degree. Legal statements can be evaluated from a variety of angles. You could look at the economics, you could look at societal issues around it. It is really important that you create your own style in answering questions. For that, we need to give you relevant feedback, and a model answer simply can't do that. Third, learning is often incremental. That means that if you start out at a 2-2 or a low 2-2, we're going to try and lift you to a high 2-2 or a 2-1. For that, it's really important that we give you information that's relevant to do that. For example, with a low 2-2, you've probably missed some significant area of the law, and it will be important for us to explain that to you. It won't help you very much if we explain how you've missed nuances in the law, which would help you get a first. That will be relevant once you reach the next phase. Since we've now established what feedback actually is, namely information to help you improve towards your overarching aim, we need to take a look at where you can obtain that feedback. Syndicates and seminars are one of the really important places for you to get your feedback. Your peers and your tutors will provide you with new sources of information, extra data for you to evaluate. It's really important that you present your ideas during the syndicates and the seminars so you can receive the relevant feedback for you. The next way to get feedback are office hours and catching your lecturers after the lecture. We've provided a structure where you can just rock up to your tutor in their office hours and ask them any questions you have about the subject. This will really help you in expanding your understanding of the subject area. Make sure to take the opportunity to ask us any questions you have. We're really happy to answer them. We may give you a direction to more sources or more information. Remember, that's important so you can expand your horizon on the topic. Make sure to follow up and then come and see us again. Another great source for feedback is the formative assessment. Often it is misunderstood that this is the only form of feedback, largely because it's in writing. You get the opportunity to write down your ideas and you get written feedback. You'll find all the information on when to submit your formative assessment on the ELI pages, and the module convener will mention in the lecture when these are due. Make sure that you take this opportunity because the tutor will provide you with generic feedback on how to improve your understanding, your analysis, and so on and so forth. But they will also provide you with very specific feedback on how you can improve your style and your way of answering the question. After receiving the written feedback, you also have the opportunity to go and see the module convener or the tutor. This will be announced in the lectures shortly after the release of the formative feedback. Once you've submitted your formative feedback, we'll need 3 weeks to get back to you with a mark and with the feedback. Once you've received the feedback, make sure that you reread your own work and then go and see the tutor with any questions you may have. This can really improve your style of answering the questions and will help you across all the modules that you're doing. At the end of the final term, you will have done your summative assessments and your summative exam. Feedback doesn't end there though. Once you get back in your second and third year, take the opportunity to receive feedback on your final assessments and exams. Remember that the overarching aim is to help you in answering the questions and developing your style. That means that just because the module is over, it doesn't mean that you can't learn from that module for future modules. So in conclusion, remember that feedback has to be relevant to your aim, which is being able to understand the law, being able to critically analyse the law, and being able to apply the law to facts. Also bear in mind all the opportunities you have to receive feedback which may not seem obvious. Syndicates and seminars, office hours, after lectures, and of course discussing the law with your peers at any time.